loves, this is Keleena, and it is March 2020, and I'm here to help you with your Sacred Heart connection and Sacred Heart ascension. I have a lot of information coming in that is coming already for March, and just so you know, William will be in the video. I already feel his energy just came up here. So William will be in the video in a little bit. I'm going to bring through the information, the energy I received for the video. He doesn't really do that kind of stuff, so I'm going to go through it, and then he will come in and bring in a message that he may have for you from the divine through light language, and if there's anything else that needs to be touched base on. So I have a lot of stuff to go over, a lot of stuff to talk about, so I want to get right to it. I just want to mention thank you to everyone who has signed up for the Netherlands event, the Kundalini workshop. I think we only have like 2 spaces or maybe 1 space left, and you have to sign up for that by the 29th. Registration closes, so that is almost sold out. So if you want to come or you've been waiting, please go ahead and get your ticket. Also, SEDONA is almost full. That like almost sold out in just a few days. There's only a few spaces left. If you're waiting, you really know you want to go, I always urge people to get in, because then they kick their butts and go, I wish I would have done it because now I have to wait. So there's a few spaces left for SEDONA, and that's for the Sisters and Brothers of the Rose. That's for the Magdalene and Melchizedek connections and all of that fun stuff. So that's coming. Now, I want to start with March, okay? March is going to be shifty for a lot of you. I have my notes here from my meditations, and I was told to bring this picture that, this is a picture that my daughter captured of me back in 2016. I was doing some work out in nature. We were walking our dog, and I felt the energy of some spirits that needed to be crossed over. So she happened to catch this picture when she was just taking a picture of like looking at trees. Well, it didn't come out like that. I'm going to show you what actually came up, and I'm going to explain this, okay? Down here, the black you see, that's our dog, okay? In the background, where is it? Over here, I'll see if I can get it close enough, are some spirits sitting back there. You can see they have like war clothes on and stuff like that. Some are Indians. This actually, when you were there, this was all trees. All back here was trees, but this is what came out. Now, this right here, what you see, this is coming from my heart. Right here, my heart here. And this is the energy from my heart that comes out, the love energy. It's like it's a pink, like a ruby-ish. It really is dark on other pictures. It's a pinky and gold energy with white. It's like, it looks diamondy. It comes out from my heart when I do work, when I send people love, or when I'm doing clearing, or I'm activating people. This is what it actually looks like. She managed to catch it on a photo. So you can also see the movement in the background here of the energy. You can see like how it's really, it's the opposite. It's just swirling. So the energy is so big. So I wanted to share that with you to see that this is really how powerful we are. This is how our bodies really do work for those of us that are doing that kind of work. This is the love energy that comes from my high heart to send love out, to activate things, but also I was sending love out into the woods and doing light language, and to open up a clearing so that these spirits can cross over. So I wanted to share that with you because it's really, it's one of the greatest pictures that that really shows our energy connection to ourselves as physical beings, and it really does happen. It's very rare to see stuff like that in a photo, so I wanted to share it with you just so you can see it, because actually when I do activations and do Sisters of the Rose or the any of the other events where everything comes through the heart, and that energy that comes out and goes to you, I always say it's from my sacred heart to yours. That's what's happening right there. So it's on a photograph I just thought it would be cool to show it to you guys. I happened to find it today, run across it, and they said, show it. So I did. So the March 1st, first thing I want to say, March 1st is the day of the goddess Vesta. It is the day they honored the goddess Vesta. It's also the original Roman New Year on that day. So it's when the Vestal Virgins would actually go and they would renew the fire on that day every year. So it was a celebration then. But this month is connected or correlated with the goddess Vesta, who is about the home and the hearth. So when I pulled some cards actually also for the energy I was receiving and the message I was receiving, just to confirm things and also give me some more information, insight. And when I got that, I also got Aphrodite with it, which to me is Aphrodite and Venus are the same. Okay, they're just either Greek or Roman. And I also got the MasterCard for the masculine energy. So to me, the masculine energy and the heart energy, and to me, Venus and Aphrodite are about self-love. They are here to assist people with self-love and to push people into self-love, but also seeing the truth in love. So when I got those two together, and also the messages that I'm getting for March, it's actually about the patriarchal 3D disconnect that is going on through the heart. And there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up where the connection to the masculine pull or control that doesn't allow you your freedom is going to come up. You're going to want to like take your freedom, take your independence from something, because I also got the Bast card later, independence card. So when I looked at it all and I received the messages that came in at the same time, it all came to the freedom that people are here to go through with your ascension process. Your ultimate goal is freedom from the 3D construct. And the 3D construct is the 3D, the third dimension, is connected to time, to linear time. And when we go through a process of ascension, we are leaving time behind. And in reality, we are leaving everything connected to time. And one of the messages that William and I had just recently received and were talking about was how memories, a lot of people are dissolving. You're dissolving right now your old self, okay? And the old self is connected to memories. So when you're dissolving the old self and you're letting go of the memories, you're moving to that higher consciousness, because your inner being is not connected to memories at all. Your inner being is your source. It is not connected to memory. The only thing that's connected to memory is the ego, okay? The false identity ego, that created ego is connected to that stuff. So if you stay connected to those things and you're holding on to things that have happened in your life, then you're holding on to that 3D world, and you're keeping yourself stuck in a loop. You're looping. If you can release yourself from that through your heart, okay, you release yourself from that patriarchal hold, that masculine hold, and it will allow you your freedom, and it will allow you your independence from that, okay? Also, what I was getting is that some people are going to be confused with that energy as well. They're going to feel like that energy coming in is about masculines in their life, that they should be, taking their freedom from that. Now remember, masculine is energy, so it could be a woman, it could be a man, it doesn't matter. The energy that is what is showing to me is the disruption that is happening from masculine energy when it's out of balance. So if you have too much masculine energy and you need to balance it with your feminine, this is also what's coming in. And also if you're in situations where there's a lot of masculine energy at play, that you need to leave the situation, you're going to be pushed through the heart. The heart's going to be showing you, in your truth and in your heart what's right for you. And this is gonna go on for a few days. It's already started, but I feel like it's gonna go through March 3rd or 4th. Like it's gonna, because I keep seeing a 4. So I feel like it's going to go through then. So give yourself that time to really allow yourself to let this come up within you, because a lot of time it is your own balance that is, and it can mislead you into a situation that you actually don't want to do. So allow your balance to come in. Really step like outside of yourself and observe from above to see what it is that needs to be looked at within to move yourself forward. Venus, they just showed me Venus again. Venus and Aphrodite are really pushing the self-love. They're really pushing the energy to love yourself, also to know when you have to step away from something, to know when you have to leave a place, a space, location, even persons in your life, to be able to expand and grow, if that makes sense. So really look at it from above before you make a decision. Don't just be hasty and don't just jump into it. Let yourself go through this part of the process before you make that decision. Be in the heart. Okay. So let's see. I've got lots of notes here. Feelings of control to be released for freedom, independent. Yep, I already got that. Observe what comes up and allow it to release. So observe what comes up and allow it to be released and bring it in through the heart to release that. I'm getting a lot of the energy of true love and undying love and eternal love. And that's the love for source, but it's also the love for yourself, because you ultimately are source anyway. And when you don't love yourself, you're not loving source. So when you look at it like that, doesn't it all make sense? When you're not loving yourself because of the 3D person that you've created, and through programming or through your wants in this lifetime, but in a world that wasn't connected to spirit, you're really not in your own divine love. You're not in the eternal love, the love for you. You're in the love for things and that stuff. So removing from that, it's really giving you the push. It's another push, like a deep cleanse. And yep, this deep cleanse is going to go on all year. So just so you know, in case I get comments about it, because this is a 4-year. And a 4 is about the foundations. So I want to say this as well. And something I received when I was working with a client, I got a download about how in this year, you are dismantling, you are disabling, dissolving the old you, okay, the old created you, and you're reconnecting with your inner child in this year of 2020. And from that point, you are recreating a new foundation, doing the stuff you love. And I keep getting the take action for your passion, or take action with your passions. I keep getting that. They keep saying that, and which William and I are doing that right now, and that's something that we did. We introduced our Patreon account, Sacred Heart Love, and we're going to be doing a lot of stuff on there. So we took action with our passion, and we're going to be like stepping off of Facebook more and some of the other stuff. We'll put still stuff on there. We'll still do this energy video, but we're going to be doing so much more to be able to engage people and bring you in and teach you on there, and be in a sacred space at the same time with our soul family to gather together in love. And it's going to be fantastic. We already have people signing up. We're very excited about it. So take a look at it. Go to patreon.com. I think it's... I have to ask him when he comes up. I think it's just patreon.com, Sacred Heart Love, or I don't know. I'm not the techie person. So I'm going to keep going here. So action with passion. It's the 4-year. It's you dismantling the old you and connecting with your true self, your inner being, and at that, the inner child part of you that a lot of you have shut down. Once you're disconnected from your inner child, whether you're wounded or not, okay, you heal yourself. When you reconnect with your inner child, you reconnect with the real passions, the connections to your abilities, and what you're here for, the things you love to do when you're a kid. Those are the things that you came in to do and create from as an adult. But many times we get shut down as we get programmed. So this is what it's about. This is what I'll be talking about on the Patreon. We'll be showing you guys how to do that, taking you step by step, for that kind of stuff. Even creating, for those that want to create businesses and stuff. I'm not a businesswoman, but the masters taught me how to do everything to get where I am. And it was all about trust, that I was just to be here to follow my mission. And everything just kind of fell into place. I didn't study things. So we're going to go through some of those things to help you as well move forward in your process. But first you have to go through the healing parts of ascension and the releasing to make the space to allow the new to actually come in. So next step for March, inner healing continues. It may be intense, and it is going to continue through 2020. This is a big year of transformation, and it's going to continue. So whether you're focusing on your inner healing or not, you're still going to go through it. Something's going to happen. If you're not focusing on it, you're going to be pushed either through a traumatic event or something like that to get into it. So my advice is to sit and have that time for you, okay, so that you can actually do your healing, so you can allow your healing and you can process the things that have to happen as they come up, and you can process them through love and develop and allow yourself to expand and grow as the inner being, as you reconnect with your inner being and bringing yourself back into your soul self and being in alignment. Kia po'u nakatai ishishia na'a a'ontana kia. Okay. Okay, what I keep getting for a lot of you that you're going through is the not good enough. I think this came up in the last video or maybe January, but it still seems to be coming up. It came up for the notes this time, it came in again. So a lot of you are feeling not good enough. You're going through that piece that you have to release. You need to heal that. And you need to know that you are good enough. You've always been good enough. You're source, okay? The only thing that thinks you're not good enough is the ego, okay? That's held to, again, the 3D timeline, the construct of the created false identity person, the being that is not connected to your inner being, your higher self. Your higher self is your God self, your Christ self. You are good enough. You always are and you always have been. Okay? I need some water. Okay. The next thing I have here is asking for help in areas of life when you need it. Okay, so no matter what's going on in your life, if you're having a problem with someone or you're not understanding something, or if you need help with your ascension process, don't be afraid to ask for help. A lot of people have this pride thing. And again, that's stuck to ego. Let that go, okay? Ask for help if you need it. It's the only way you're going to be able to open yourself up, to grow, to expand, to learn. You're here to learn, okay? This is a teaching planet. That's what Earth is. And when we open ourselves up and we ask others for help, even watching this video is helping you. So continue to ask for help if you need it. If you're holding back from going a healer in fear of what's going to be found, you're going to continue to hold yourself back. Sometimes we just need one person that you do one healing session, with, that can help you with a code, that can help open you up more, and then boom, you start developing. Boom, your abilities start coming forward. It just depends on the person. Don't be afraid to ask for help. In your workplace, if you need help, if you're buried, ask for help, okay? If you're feeling overwhelmed, ask for help. If you feel lost, ask for help. Stop thinking and being stubborn. They're saying stop being stubborn, okay? And that, oh, I could do it all myself, okay? Ask for help. Let go of the pride and let go of the control, they said. Okay, they just said let go of the control. That's very much connected to the linear time as well. Okay, next, faith, believe, trust. Source hears you and delivers to you, and it's delivering to those that are open to receiving. So Source is hearing your prayers. The Divine Mothers, the Divine Father, they are hearing your prayers, okay? You're being heard, but you need to believe, you need to have faith, and you need to trust in this process, okay? They are trying to deliver. They are sending all of this abundance to you. They are sending love to you. They're sending everything you need in infinite supply all the time. But if you don't believe that you deserve it, if you don't believe you have it, and you don't believe that it's really there, you're not going to get it, okay? You've got to believe. You need to be open to this. If you're not open to it, it's not going to happen. You ultimately are your own blocker, okay? You block your own energy when you don't believe. So you have to, again, change your thoughts, change your reality. That's what we all have to do. We all have to go through it. I had to go through it. Everybody at school, everybody that's ascending has to go through it. So when you can change something as simple as your thoughts, you know, the thoughts are the masculine and the feelings are the feminine. You can bring those two together and balance it. Okay, connect it and balance it with the inner child. Okay, you're going to create such a beautiful life. This 2020 year is about creating the foundation for your beautiful life. This is it, okay? You've made it this far. You're still here. Let's keep going. You've got this. I know it. All right. Let me see. What else do I have? Love yourself. I have that in really big words. Continue to love yourself. I can't... Again, this goes back to Venus and Aphrodite. They are the goddesses of self-love. Okay, people have them all. A lot of people have them mixed up with being the goddesses of just beauty and things like that. But it's the beauty in the self-love. It's the beauty within, and it's the self-love. It's the loving yourself, and it's the nurturing yourself, so that you can connect with your divine self through this process to become who you are. It's really important. And when you love yourself, you love in source. Because you are source. Okay? Makes sense? Masculine control. Men and women balancing the dominance within you. I think this is something that William wanted to hit on. But masculine control, the men and women, that there's a dominant part within you that needs to be balanced, and the masculine is the dominance, and whether you're a woman or a man, you can have more of that, so you need to bring that into balance, and when you balance the two, you're in a harmonic vibration, and it's such a good feeling because it's a beautiful feeling of love, and it shifts the vibration within you, and it shifts the vibration around and outside of you. So it's really important to know that dominance is just part of that control piece structure. So when you can balance that and know that that's connected to that third dimensional timeline and that history, and you don't want to be there, then that's when you really start focusing on balancing yourself. Okay, so next I have, it's okay to hear others' point of view, but stand in your knowing, stay in your power, stand in your own knowing. So, yep, it's okay. And it's okay, like even my video, it's okay to listen to what I'm bringing through from my guide team, from Source, but have your own knowing and trust yourself as well. Really trust yourself, okay? If something doesn't resonate, you don't have to take it. That's why I have at the end of my videos, Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Only take what resonates for you. This is how the process works. Because for some people, it may not resonate now, but it may resonate later. And that may be because of the level of awakening you're at. So it just, it depends for each person. And each person is original to their own beingness. So it may never resonate with you, but it may come through in a different way, if that makes sense. So again, be open to other person's points of view, and you can also see it from, different perspectives, because sometimes it might open your eyes and you may see something else from it that may grow something else and become even bigger and better. So always be open to it, okay? Next I have, focus on your strengths and your abilities. This is your freedom. So focusing on your strengths and your abilities. Now this goes back again to the Tekima urakatura kata krende bikirautu urakata ana amo urie ishe kata kata o nama. Okay. Nama itana. Ho ama otoko kata kiri kata toriana. Asemekianne. Just a little, that was like a little code there for you to help get the abilities opened up a little more. Some of you are a little stuck in there. So focusing on your strength and abilities. What are your strengths and abilities? This goes back to what I said in the beginning, connecting with the inner child again, so you can recreate your foundation from there. What are your strengths and abilities? What are your passions? Okay, and then take action for your passion. That goes with that. That's what that is. So when you find your passion, okay, everything begins to unfold. That's when you begin to create from there. And how lovely it is. And I have to say that, I wish that when I was going through all of this, I had someone to listen to help me along the way. There was no internet then, and it was really hard to find information, and things were very closed. So to have all of these people there, all of us that are teachers and wayshowers and stuff, it really helps, and it opens you up to teaching you at these levels, to assist you with this process, to help you find your abilities. So I'm putting this stuff out there for you now because I want to help you. It's my mission is to be in service, and my mission is to activate people, being a light language DNA key code activator, but also to work with the Divine Mother energy as a multidimensional quantum energy healer as well. So I want to say I'm in, this is what they're telling me, and this I teach from experience and my knowing, because my guides have always said, the masters are the ones who teach me. Teach from your experience, because this is what helps people, because they can relate to it at this level. So when I'm teaching to you, when I'm talking about my own stuff, it's to help you, so you can see that it's a process we all go through. So finding my own abilities and stuff was really staying in my passion, knowing from what I loved from the time I was young. Go back and look at that. Go back and see the things you used to do when you're young. From the time you were very young to like being an early teenager and stuff. What did you like? Like for me, I read all these astrology books when I was like, I want to say 10, 11, 12. And then again in my later teens, I was just reading them. I didn't know why, but it was very interesting for me. It all just kind of flowed. I didn't go into being an astrologer, but I'm connected to Venus, to Pluto, to Neptune. I can actually talk to their energy, and they'll show me themselves in form. They'll make a form for them. To Gaia, okay, to the sun, Apollo, to all of these things. I can actually connect with their energy as a consciousness, and they create a form for me to see, and then I receive messages telepathically. So it kind of guided me into what I'm doing now, but I've always been able to decipher energy since I was very young too. So go back and really take a look at your inner child and what you loved to do, okay? Love is eternal. You're stronger than you know. That's the next thing I have. Love is eternal, and what they're saying is you're so much stronger than you know, because you are love. So don't think that you're not strong. one of the things that came out, one of the things I just wrote, and I think it was this week, it came through when I channeled it. Oh, it was Lilith, which actually reminds me, they want me to read the Lilith thing on here, and I'll have William have to bring that up for me. But Lilith said, you are not broken, and you have never been. And that is so true. The only thing that believes you're broken is the ego, okay? The false identity ego. So when you see all those posts where people say, I'm broken, or I'm this or that, you're not broken. Ego's broken. Anything connected to the third dimensional timeline is going to make you feel like you're broken, but you're not broken. You're source, okay? Source isn't broken, all right? Those posts aren't right. They showed me that. They're like, no. They put a big X over it. And Lilith said, you're not broken. You've never been. And how true is that when you really think about it? You're divinely connected in your heart. You're not. You're not broken. Okay? You're love. You always have been and you always will be. You are eternal love and grace. Connect with the divine love. My heart to yours. Ashunate, mai kintia, atora mai aki. Okay, I have a special message here. A couple special messages. Balance and abundance is coming, is what I got. So the energy that you give out, you need to receive energy back in balance. There's a lot of us that are spiritual workers, and I, for one, am them. This is my only work, okay? And this is how I make a living to put food on the table. My son has just decided to move in with me, so now I've got them both my kids here. And the energy that goes out when I give out, I have to receive a balance back. So that's one of the reasons that a lot of people have been saying for like the last 6 months, you should be doing something else where you're actually, getting a return exchange. And my guides actually have shown me that, as well as my reading that I had with Tabash. He said to me, he goes, you're giving yourself away, sister. And he said, that's not right. And I was like, whoa, okay. So, this has changed, and they showed me for 2020 it was going to change. So that's why we created the Patreon. We have a Sisters of Rose, Sister Julie, that Andrada, that has helped us create the Sacred Heart Love account with Patreon, and it's a small fee. If you guys want to get on there and see all the stuff we're going to be teaching, all the things we're going to do, and we're going to have live Q&As. We're going to help you the best we can, William and I, with our knowledge, with the channeling, with the downloads. We're going to teach you stuff that we can't teach when we go live. We can't teach through these videos like this because it wasn't really sacred space. So now we're going to gather in a sacred space together that's private and just be full of love. And the people that really want to be there will be there. The ones that want the help will get the help. The ones that want to learn to create their own stuff and do the same thing are going to receive that. We're going to continue activations and all kinds of things. You're going to get discounts for events, discounts for sessions. We're going to do so much. We're going to do giveaways. We're really excited about it. So we're really excited. So we're going to be doing that together, and it's going to be a lot of fun, connecting you with your I Am Presence, taking you through Ascension. And we're also going to be doing the series with the Twin Flame to Twin Ray series, because that's what we are. And we're going to connect you, and we're going to try and guide those that have gone through that process as well. We're going to guide you. We have more events coming up. There's just so much going on, okay? And we're really excited to share it with those who really want to work with us. So it's going to be fun. William, will you come? Do you mind bringing... Hi. Would you mind grabbing my phone in the bedroom? Because the Lilith, they want me to read the Lilith poem. Thank you. He's coming. So that was the message with the twins. And I'm getting, for the twins for this month, here's the message for the twins. Nurture yourself, okay? Those that are on this twin flame ascension process, they really want you to nurture yourself this month, because you're going to have that masculine feminine balance that's going to come in. You're going to feel a pull for your freedom and for your not being controlled, but that's within yourself. okay? But you have to balance that first before you can even consider a relationship. And also, there's going to be relationship changes with those that are connected in a twin relationship. There's going to be some changes coming. So before you do anything silly and harsh, really, I want to say, allow yourself to go through the first week of March, I feel, before you make any decisions. So this reading I'm doing now, this energy reading I'm doing now, is for the first half of March. The second half will be on the Patreon account. Because I love that I don't have to stop what I'm doing. The second half will be on the Patreon account, and I can take my time doing it. It's plugged in on the thing, love. So balance your energy, okay, to allow abundance to come in. Again, the energy that you give out, you must receive energy in exchange. That's what a lot of healers are going through. A lot of people trying to start a spiritual business are going through. We are going through that ourselves, and we're making that change. We announced our Patreon on the new moon. It just happened to be when we did it. We had been working on it for a while. And that just happened to be that the day that everything happened. We were told, go live with it at 4:44. And I was like, oh. And we tried. I'm stuck. There we are. William's here.
Hello.
Hello, love.
Hi.
I love you.
I love you.
Do you love, love, love?
I love love.
Me too. So I'm going to bring up... I'm going to read they're telling me to read the Lilith post.
Yes, beautiful.
Because Lilith is really big this month. And I think she's going to be big for a while here for some people. So I'm going to read this. She channeled through me one morning. We were in bed. And all of a sudden, I'm like, Lilith is speaking. I have to write this. I grabbed my phone, didn't I?
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'm going to go in the shower. But... So it's on my Facebook, it's on my Instagram if you want to go read it yourself, but it's called Lilith's Truth. So I'm going to read it so you can receive it, because there's actually key code activation here. Everything that I write, a poem, an article, whatever, there's always a key code activation, a light code in there for you. So make sure you read it, okay? Here we go. Are you ready?
I am.
I am. I will prance into your life and crawl under your skin. I will bring up your deepest fears to remove the trickster from within. I shall make you face your shadows. Your inner demons will rise. The pain you bring with ego thoughts as you shudder with surprise. The only child ever eaten is the inner child you lost, in fear as you lived under patriarchal greed, killing your inner child for cost. Now you know the truth upon me, the pain of lies outside, to turn on women with sacred power of equality, not pride. Each man and woman shall wake to see the demons in the dark are your own disconnection from truth, abandoning your inner child from source. No lies ever told will hide the truth inside. Face your fears, look in the mirror, awaken the child you hide. Rise up, my brothers and sisters of soul, feel the truth within. For my stance to be equal as one, you have discriminated as sin. The power within each of us is the power of the one, the source we all know and love, the source from whom we have come. Do not turn your back on your inner fear, for it will shake you to the core. Till you feel the truth, I am you, to face your demons and rise once more. Peki otokura narasha esentanamikiate ayaka.
Kitieno korta santinta kaiana, so kurena ninta shintinto kopui hahiana.
When I actually read this, so much of this has to do almost like with the month of March, and I wrote this, earlier in the week or last week.
Yes.
A lot of this has to do with what's coming up in March, and I talked about the inner child and how we're recreating from that inner child, and
when Lilith came as reflection in existence, it was to heal the inner wounded child, to give the reflections of the ego thoughts and creations.
mm-hmm.
So in that way, she took the role to enlighten people, to reflect them in their own doings, and that they realize that they are their own creators of reality, not connected to source. In this universe, in that way, because the disbalance on Earth of what we experience when we are born in this reality with our parents, if the parents are not completely connected to source, then there's a disbalance within us. We are taking the responsibility to incarnate in these parents. It's like a mission to make that conscious of the disbalance and balance it within ourselves. And that happens through embracing our shadows and taking on the responsibilities from the projections from our parents, that they projected their own feeling of not good enough, of not trusting in what is, projected that on us, and that way we start not feeling good enough, and then the programming starts and the projection. So what it reflects is that we feel not good enough and we are not really connected with love itself, what the limitation was from our own parents.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest important thing is that it are projections projected on us, and now we have to restore our connection with Source, the divine within, God within. And when we do that, we are good enough. I am joy. And love. I am. Yeah.
And bliss. So yes, that's so I wanted to read that. They kept telling me to read it. So a lot of it has to do with the stuff that I actually brought through for March. So I've gone through, and this poem is, and Lilith is the first Eve, for those that don't know that, because she is the first Eve, and she said, no. To Adam, I'm not laying underneath you. I want to be on top, or I want to be equal to you. Okay, so there was a little bit of a, and so she took off. She's like, all right then, I'm going to claim my independence. Bye-bye. Okay, it's kind of what the energy that's coming in this month of March, where I'm telling people that they don't want to be controlled. They want to claim their freedom from that masculine energy, in which actually all that is it's the masculine energy within thyself that's connected to the third dimensional timeline, the linear time. So this makes so much sense. This poem couldn't have come at a better time, and it was all Lilith channeled right through me. She just came right in, she took over my body, and it's just like, and then I kind of looked at you and had a little talk with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
As Lilith. Oh, and it was fun. There's so much love, isn't there?
Yes, endless love.
Yeah, always.
If we are conscious of it, embracing it, feeling it, what it is within ourselves, reconnect. It's an experience when you are really connecting with the love within, and it goes in layers. If you would experience the love that God is, of we are in itself, would experience now, we would burn away from the power of that love energy. So we are protected in layers and
spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion, actually, I want to tell people this really quick. I channeled this when I was talking to Paul one night, my friend Paul. I wanted to just tell you guys this because I actually channeled what spontaneous combustion is. And it came through that those that are too toxic in their physical body and in their energy, okay, that all of a sudden have a Kundalini awakening, all right? What happens is the Kundalini opens, you get that fire within, and it starts to move. But the body is so toxic, the energy is so toxic, all the levels of you are so toxic that you just go into spontaneous combustion like that. I saw the vision of it. I got the download for it. I channeled it. I think he wrote about it, but that's what I saw, and I was just like, whoa. And That's what spontaneous combustion is. So when the Kundalini awakens and you're too toxic to go through that spiritual awakening, you just combust in the flames and you're gone. Maybe it's instant ascension.
In a way, yes. And then suddenly your subconscious comes in your consciousness too much. And your conscious self, your brain cannot comprehend all of that. So
you just turn into flames and you're gone.
Step by step.
When you see this, where somebody's body was laying and it's just a burn mark now, it's just like, wow. But that's what it is. That's what happens. So, okay, I wanted to read that. And then I talked to them a little bit about our Patreon. And
Okay, nice.
If there's anything you want to add about Patreon, I just told them how we're going to be doing, we've got 5 different tiers or 5 levels that you can join. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
Teaching ascension, doing meditations, activations.
First tier is Lightbody activation, and if your Lightbody is active already, then it can be disbalanced. And through the Lightbody activations, then the energy will also be, the Lightbody will be balanced every time, in every moment.
Mm-hmm.
You can also receive higher light bodies, higher vibration of light bodies, to raise your consciousness, to ascend to a higher vibration of feeling more good enough. You have to go through layers.
And that's the March stuff that's happening, February, March stuff. People are not feeling good enough, so
yeah.
But we don't need to talk to you about all the stuff that's going on. Go check it out. How do they get there to the Patreon account? Because I couldn't remember.
Patreon.com and then Sacred Heart Love.
Sacred Heart Love. Okay, tell them.
I just did.
Okay. So we're, like I said, we're still going to be bringing the energy video with activations, and for the first half of the month, the second half will be on Patreon, because it's now gives me the time to rest in between instead of trying to get it all in one. And because sometimes I feel like I miss things, or I want to get it done and I feel like I'm like on a time thing, and I don't like that. So now the second half will be there. It'll be available there. And so you can get the first half on YouTube. The second half will go to Patreon. And we have so much on there. Even we're going to have full moon ceremonies and new moon ceremonies. We're going to do that stuff live, and no matter where we are in the world, because we may be doing grid work somewhere where we're going to stop what we're doing and we're going to connect with you guys.
Yes,
and it's going to be so cool. We might be at a sacred site, and we might be doing grid work. We'll share the grid work with you that we're doing. We've got lots of stuff going on, and we're going to do giveaways.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It's all new.
Yeah. It's new. It's fun. This is the new foundations. So him and I have been awake since we're children, and we've gone through so much in our lifetimes to this point, and we got to the point where we've done that, let go of the old foundations to create the new from what we love and following our passion and stuff. So now we can teach it to you guys as well, while we're helping you go through your ascension. Whether you're a teacher, a wayshower, a healer, a twin flame, a twin ray, we've gone through everything to help everyone with our experiences. And
a lot.
Yeah. we're still working on our book, because I know people have emailed or whatever messages and said, is your book ready? Is your book ready? And we're working on it. We've just been so busy with other things, we haven't had time to really dive into it more, but we will be.
It's evolving.
It is evolving. So, and we are evolving. So I'm going to do activations, and then, if you have any, and then we'll be done.
Okay.
So let me put this down, because I don't want to drop it. So I don't want to hit you. So just, if I hit you, I'm sorry. So these activations for March will take you through the first half of the month to help and assist you with your process. Always start with the heart. Amore katene kiri sikate Ma akatekereketekereke yanto kurisaka turia mana ishishine kite mai hina ha kure katekereketekereke tukututukupatata. That was new. Shimekitne kinno uusina makurie. Sese kiri 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 tuku 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 tuku. I love you. Tamashone. Isakyamatea. Amaturia namakinde. Amakita. I am mother. I am love. I am light. Really high. That was mother. Go ahead. Let's kind of float here.
Tiania corta sasintani. Tinno corta sasatatu intiana katiana. Tishinto kotui hinanino corta sasantiana iata. Kupurna sosui shinna hina iata. Hitinino corta sasinto koi hanhinata. Indiana.
Thank you.
Amen.
Amen. Matura nemekia ai kauto unana. Okay. So we're going to leave it there. This is for the first half of March. We will be traveling. We'll be doing an event in the Netherlands on March 7th. That is almost sold out. I think we have only one seat left, don't we? One or two? One. Okay. So if you're wanting to get in there, get that seat, you can go on to William's website, www.williammelchizedek.com, to register for that. To register for SEDONA, you can go to my website, www.keleenamelnar.com. That is almost sold out as well. And that one's not until April 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It is the weekend of 444. It is a very huge weekend of working with the angelics, but also the Divine Mother presence there as well. So there's a lot going on. We have more events coming up in the summer, very exciting ones and some very special places that some people already know about, and they're like, as soon as you put it up there, we are booking. So we're like, okay, hey. So
You're more than welcome.
Everyone is welcome. So we will be seeing you soon. We love you, and we would love to have you on our Sacred Heart Love Gathering space to gather our tribe family together in love.
And light.
Yes, and light. We love you, and we will see you soon. Nekianto urma, eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Bye.